your favorite ginger bibliophile, and I got one that about stumped me today. Because when your dragon mom makes a tag about dragons and tags you in it, you do it. So I had to work for this one because a lot of these I have not read in a while, and I just realized I do not have a lot of books about dragons and stuff. I might have read them on Kindle at some point because if y'all know me, y'all know I do a lot of reading on my Kindle, and anytime I get that free trial for unlimited, oh, I am getting my money's worth and then some. But they're mean. They keep advertising it saying I'm not eligible lately. So, I guess I'll just have to actually read books that I already downloaded for free. Because I'm pretty sure there was ones with gold and dragons in there somewhere. Though mostly I have, vampires and werewolves and demons and witches. So, we've got the lovely Elaine over at Cobalt Dragon, and she's got a good one. Prompt 1, The Hobbit. Which I love that freaking book. I struggled through Lord of the Rings. That's a bit more in depth. I had to watch the movie a billion times first. Such a hardship. It's not like there were hot guys or action or anything. Smaug loved gold and shiny things. What book or series have you enjoyed that features gold, shiny items, or has a shiny cover? You would think this would be really easy. And then I started looking at my books going, but I'm pretty sure that maybe. So I cheated and I didn't cover pick like Ven would do, but I went title picked. The Midas Legacy by Andy McDermott. I mean, Midas is known for his golden touch. And I didn't have any dragon shirts, so it's kind of hard to tell if the light will hit it just right, but I got my big old moon and the lettering here. If I can angle it just right, it is reflective. It's that gold foil. So this is one of those series that, yes, I buy them used. So stupid sticker pasty crap. But y'all know I love me some like archaeological, adventures. And this is the Nina Wild and Eddie Chase series. There's like 20 of them. Suspend your logic because they take, basic physics like, gravity. Just go, haha, that doesn't really work the way it says it works. You could totally make that jump. So, we got to suspend belief for a little bit. But she keeps finding all of this stuff that, it used to just be a legend and, it's just for a really good story like, Hercules and Atlantis and King Arthur. And then she goes and actually finds them. And of course, there's people that want to offer the whole time. No, we're going to get that magic power or that money. And if we don't get it, then screw the world. Everyone can. It's us and our power and richness or else. But they're fun. And this one has to do with King Midas. So I'm pretty sure there's gold in there. And then, it's got gold in the title and it's shiny. And I'm pretty sure this was initially one that I found online through Kindle and was like, "Ooh, I like this series," and then happened to see this one for like $3 at this. There used to be this really good outlet that it was all brand new books, but like the most expensive one was like $3.50. Like you would literally have, you could pay $5, or you can pick up two and get them for two. Two for $5. And this was one of those deals, but it's Solomon's Gold by Alex Lukeman. And as you can tell, it's one of those like action-packed things of we got some ancient mystery, and now it's come to the light of day, and people are gonna die if we don't do something about it. And this one is an ancient scroll written in code is discovered in a New York museum. Selena Connor is called in to break the code and translate the writing. She's a world-class linguist, a member of the secretive covert operations team known as the Project. The code is broken and the scroll reveals clues to a treasure collected by King Solomon to build and maintain the first Jewish temple. Hidden somewhere in the desert lands of Israel is a vast hoard of gold and silver, the heritage of a nation. And this is, like, you can tell it's one of those weird ones because look at the size of it versus, a normal paperback. Can they just freaking standardize sizes? Publishers are mean. But yeah, I want more of that series, but I don't have Kindle Unlimited, and that's generally like a $15 paperback because indie. Prompt 2, Dancing with Dragons. Dragons and cats go together. Do you have cats? A favorite book or series that features cats? I think I might have cats. Well, at least one. There used to be a Jackie boy until September, but we have JB, who is, the Jack knockoff. He wanted to play with Jack and steal all his stuff so bad. But he's JB as in James Bond, because when he finally opened his eyes, they were gold. And if you can hear him snoring, he's not asleep yet. Because he's a weirdo like that. Lowman snores louder than most humans once he's asleep. This one snores himself to sleep. And also, yes, I do have a book about cats. This was a smart aleck Christmas present years and years ago. That's not a yawn, it's your cat's war face. And it's just, it's a picture book. Very smart alecky. Because, yeah, cats are smart alecks. But look at that belly. You know you want to pet it. Ha ha ha! Only do that if you want them to, slice your wrist for you. But, yeah. So there's my cat book. Prompt 3, Dragonology. What crafts or hobbies do you enjoy? Do you have books about crafts? Well, I agreed, obviously. And then I attempted to cross stitch this. I have not gotten very far, as y'all will notice, because I only managed to work on this when I do those live streams on Saturdays. And you might have noticed that you haven't noticed one in a really long time, because, yeah, Saturdays have become sleeping and, I don't know. I haven't gotten to this in forever. I should, now you can do, like, puzzles or, the diamond art thing, which I think might be faster than trying to do cross-stitchy of that. When I get it done in, like, 6 years, it'll look really cool. Maybe. Because I've already run out of string and noticed that, their labeling on that thing doesn't really go very well, so it ain't gonna match. Prompt 4, Dragon Art. Do you have a favorite artist? Books featuring artists. Answers can be about any type of artist, musician, author, painter. Yeah, I really don't know any artists, and I don't have any books about them. But I do like music. I love me some, like, original Linkin Park. That was one of the, few concerts I have ever been to. I've actually seen them twice. I got to see them in high school. I skipped classes as a senior one year because, like, my friend's mom was working the concert, so she got some free tickets, and they took me and another girl, and that was a good time. And then I got to see them before moving to New Mexico with my California concert buddy. Freaking awesome. And then, of course, Pink. That is still bucket list. I have not been able to go see her yet. And I want to so bad. Like, I love her music, and from what I hear, she puts on a badass show. Though I'm pretty sure a couple of my friends might off me if I go see her and don't take them. Because I'm the one that introduced them to that music when we were young. And as far as favorite authors go, these really should not surprise anyone who has been on this channel for long. Though, just to be a smart aleck, Haha, Christopher Moore. But it's not, you suck. It's a dirty job. And if it was nighttime, our, Sith holding demon baby would be glowing in the dark. Because, yeah, whenever I need a good laugh and, want to exercise my messed up sense of humor, because I freaking love him, but as Matthew can attest to, he is not for everyone. But this is the story of the guy whose, wife dies in childbirth, and he ends up having to raise a little girl all by himself. And he is a very skittish, self proclaimed beta male. He is terrified of everybody and everything. I'm going to break my child! Who, yeah, pets cannot survive her. She just points at them and. Except for her hellhounds, or as she calls them, goggies. And there is a sequel to this where she's little girl. I think she's in like first grade. Daddy is no longer around because of some messed up, really funny crap that happens in this one. And she like kidnaps a little boy, essentially. You know, he's my classmate and I have a crush on him. And no, he's not going home. He is mine now. And the goggies are not letting him leave because she doesn't want him to leave. And they do what little girl wants her to do. And she also threatens the tooth fairy because she lost a tooth and did not get any money. And so she's cussing the tooth fairy until her little ribboned pigtails get stuck in the door when she slams it. So, yeah, that is the kind of stuff that happens here. With some, like, really messed up but really funny dirtiness that has to do with monks. So, yeah, there's that. And my other favorite, because, I love some archaeological thrillers, James Rollins and Amazonia. One of the first books I ever read by him. And this is a nice standalone. Like, he's got the Sigma Force series, but then he's got, like, 6 standalones. And then there's this one, which just gives you a good taste of his style, and it takes place, of course, in the Amazon rainforest. And there's a dude that has a pet jaguar, and I'm jealous. I want to pet it. And there's all this, like, biological stuff that's going on, and creatures that are, extra more badass than they should be. And of course, there's also Ice Hunt, which features my favorite character, Kowalski, before he joined Sigma Force. Actually, it's the mission that gets him to join Sigma Force, because what happens in Ice Hunt is just, it broke him. Let's see. Prompt 5. How to live with dragons. Do you cover by? No, that's Van. And what are your favorite colors? Well, one of my favorite colors should be quite obvious. We got black. There's the pretty blue over there. And also I love red. What books or series do you enjoy that feature dragons? This one was hard to come up with. Like, I read a lot of, like, urban fantasy, but that's usually, we've got the vampires and the werewolves, or, we've got shifters that turn into, like, cheetahs and stuff. We don't have a lot of dragons. Though the PMA series that I'm reading right now, there is, like, some dragons, and there's the James Rollins Moonfall series that the last book was dragon, but it's metaphorical. But I did find this really old book I've had since I was a teenager, Leviathan, which is about as close as you're gonna get to a dragon on my shelf. I mean, it's a Leviathan, but still, it's a fiery dragon with wings as wide as the universe. Because they brought to life something that should not have been brought to life. And there's a Viking warrior. And I remember loving this and then rereading it going, it's repetitive. Like, they keep trying to kill the Leviathan the same freaking way. Like, this was cool the first time or two, and then y'all have done that. It's like, hey, it hurt him, but not enough. So we're just gonna keep redoing it, but, like, stronger. So it gets repetitively obnoxious, but the overall like thing about it is they're on an island doing research, trying to basically make this really badass weapon. That's like they're not gonna. What are you gonna do? It's like you can't prove it was us. It was just some sea monster that screwed up your subs and like disabled you and screwed you over. And haha, how are you gonna compete with that? And of course, it goes wrong. His books, like, there's this and Hunter and Kane that are all that's kind of the plot of them, and then he did some other weird stuff. Like Kane was like, we made a soldier, and he turned on him because Kane. And then Hunter was, I think they tried to do something similar, but like partially like Bigfoot werewolf kind of deal versus super soldiers, and weird, but kind of fun. At least I enjoyed them as a teenager. One of these days I'll finish my TBR and actually do a reread of all the stuff that I liked at one point and see if I still like it. Prompt 6, Star Magic. Do you have a favorite constellation? A favorite astronomy book? I don't know my constellations or astronomy, and I definitely don't have a book on them. Sorry, Elaine. I got no answers for that one. Other than stars pretty. They don't burn me. But if you got close enough, they're big balls of fire. And I love fire. Prompt 7, Chinese horoscope. Book about astrology or astronomy. Nope. Book or series that features the movements of the stars or planets. I'm gonna try to take some liberties and go with the Four Legendary Kingdoms by Matthew Riley. And this is actually, yeah, this is the fourth book. This is like right in the middle of the uh, series by him. It's weirdly enough, book 1 is 7 Deadly Wonders, or also 7 Ancient Wonders. They've changed the name, but it's basically like the cosmos are trying to off humanity in this Jack West Jr. series. So yeah, it's kind of about like the stars and stuff. Like, we set up these puzzles on Earth, and if you don't solve them every few millennia, the cosmos are gonna like shoot a beam of energy at us and kill us because humanity sucks. And if we didn't suck, we would have passed their cosmic test. And like you have a certain time limit of like, this day in this month when the moon is in like this phase, you better get your crap done by then. And of course we have the instead of going, oh crap, let's save the world. It's either we save the world or screw humanity. Because if we save the world, we get like this treasure or superpower or whatever. And so we get it, or it doesn't matter that we don't get it because there will be no humans left on the planet. Because the planet will not exist anymore. Because, bad guys are always stupid. We have more ill-gotten money than brains, even if you combine all like together this whole terrorist cell. Like, yep, there's still not a brain in them. We're gonna fight against the good guys. We're all gonna die. We're good with dying unless we get to be more rich, even though we're already crazy rich. So, again, it's pretty good. Like the very last book, he did something stupid and forgot how water works, which ticked me off. But overall, like we get like this one brings in like a lot of Greek mythology. We get Hades and the Minotaurs and stuff. But it's a good old time. It's action, it's sass, it's family. We get various legends and stuff. So there's my it's kind of about the moon and the stars. And prompt 8 is just to tag other folks. And I think Elaine already tagged everybody that like I know on here. So, who did you not tag? Let's see. We'll go with Chaz over at Bookish Chaz. And Randy Ray over at Literate Texan. I don't see on the list. And how about Renee and Raina over at Beyond Books? And let's see, because I've called him out, Matthew, the man with the hat who reads. Because I know he likes James Rollins. We do not have the same sense of humor. He tried mine. He didn't like them. So, yep, that's who I'm calling out. Wait, hey, I just realized I see Vin on here, but I don't see our other gremlin Noah or my chaos twin Jenny. So, Jenny, know what you got. So, yep, that's my tag. Hope y'all had some fun with it, and I will see you soon. Bye. Happy reading.